Well, what is up, guys? Robert here, bringing you another video today. Today, I was actually able to bring, Dark Knight 316 with me.
Hello.
If you don't know, he and I have a podcast that we do together every week on gaming. So I was able to pull him away from editing some videos, but we wanted to talk about State of Play, and so Dark Knight, I brought you in today. There's a State of Play coming later today, as we see pulled up on the screen. 2 p.m. Pacific time is what we will be seeing. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts? So there's been some rumors out there. You were mentioning a new game from House Marquee.
Yeah, it's called Sorrows.
Sorrows.
Yeah, they're going to show a 5-minute video of that. That's already announced.
So if that's already confirmed, then I want to make this a little bit fun while I got you here. We're going to give our 3 predictions, each of us, of what we think will or will not be shown at State of Play. So I figured to kind of give. I was actually looking when I was looking up to try to do some research on this video. Some people were trolling, and they were all like, "It's going to be a Last of Us remastered 1 and 2 version," and and they were like doing all this one. They said it was going to be Concord Returns and like different things like that. I thought was funny, so it kind of gave me the idea. As we end up, we'll be able to watch it. We'll probably won't be able to give our live reaction. You might be able to. I won't because I got work, but we can give a reaction after. So, since you are my guest today, Dark Knight, give me your first prediction of State of Play of what you think is going to happen.
I think that they're going to show Wolverine. It's been since, I believe, 2021 since they showed anything relevant on it.
Okay.
And we know that it's coming, and we know that it's coming at least this year, maybe at the beginning of next, because when they had that Insomniac hack and they showed the potential Spider-Man game that was supposed to be multiplayer, and there's supposed to be a Venom game that's supposed to be coming out too. Mm-hmm. They haven't said that they canceled it, but I think the Wolverine will be a bigger game because we haven't seen anything from it, just that trailer of somebody coming in saying, "Who are you, punk?" and then see the claws.
I saw something like that recently.
So I think the Wolverine game is definitely, you'll probably see what the story's going to be like actually show probably.
You think more outside the original trailer we had?
Yeah, because it was only like a 20-second trailer. And so I think that they're going to show off the gameplay of it so we know exactly what it's like.
Release date. And, do we get a release date?
Yes, we'll get a release date.
Okay.
Like I said, it's either going to be this year or holiday this year. Well, actually, maybe not holiday this year.
I don't think
I'm going to
predict
probably March or April of next year. It'll probably come.
Okay.
It should probably already be done, so they're probably just going to show it off. There's also rumors in that game that Jean Grey's supposed to be in it. So maybe we'll see Jean
That'd
Grey
be interesting.
and the other characters because it's supposed to be... And maybe we'll see what the story will take place based off the comic book, because this might be his, journey getting to join the X-Men, or it could be him leaving the X-Men and they're trying to bring him back. We don't know.
Yeah.
But that's my first prediction.
My
second prediction.
Wait. We'll jump in back and forth.
What's your first prediction?
I'm going to go with a little bit of a weak sauce prediction, and I think they're going to push more of you can get PlayStation Plus for cheaper during this time, till the end of the month. I think they're going to push
put it on sale.
Push some kind of deals like that.
The Tokyo Game Show sale, because this is
something like that
during the week of Tokyo Game Show.
So I think they're going to do a weak sauce thing, new subscribers can get saved $30 on it. So that's going to be my least controversial one. So I think that that's a one up in the air. They usually do that during these things, but. Number 2.
Number 2 is Intergalactic. That's supposed to be the one from the guy from Naughty Dogs, Neil Druckmann. That's supposed to be the next game that is not Last of Us Part 12 or whatever. Mm-hmm. So that one you'll probably see maybe a character, but nothing the game's probably not even close being done.
Yeah.
They'll just probably show maybe a character and what the title looks like.
Okay.
But it'll probably show that. And my prediction now is it's not coming out for PS5. It'll be a PS6 game.
PS6.
Because Neil Druckmann takes forever to come out with the game. Because if you remember, Last of Us Part 2 was supposed to be a PS3 game.
Mm-hmm.
And look how long it took.
It took a long time.
Before they brought it out to the PS4.
Okay. I don't remember hearing about this game, but my prediction for number 2 is we are going to see gameplay for Marathon. Remember,
you think that's actually going to come back?
I think Marathon, they are actually going to bring it out. That's the one I believe was wasn't that the one with Jada Raymond, right? She was
I think so,
running with that one, and it was also one from
canceled,
Destiny.
Though. Yeah.
The only reason why is because I was reading an article, they were talking about how they still want to push live service games. And I think Marathon was one of those that they were so far in development, they do not want to get rid of
That's the game, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the game that they got sued on because they stole somebody's artwork. And then they were trying, and then they were trying to say that they didn't, or they may have glanced over it and may have copied it, but I think I think that's why it got canceled. But
yeah,
if we're thinking it's coming back,
I think Marathon will come back. I think Marathon gets an early release next year, somewhere February, March of next year, and then they're going to. I want to say they learned from their mistakes at Concord. I don't think they did. But I think that because they're so far in development, I don't think they're going to just
live service games
cancel
if
it.
Keep pushing that. That's going
because you also got to remember too, when they released their financial report, they were saying that live service games, DLCs, things like that are what makes them money. So even if they can bring a working game that has some kind of microtransactions that can bring the money back, even if the game's a failure, then they still technically.
Yeah, but if nobody plays it, nobody's gonna buy it.
Yeah, but let's say it gives the Destiny feel to it. People who like Destiny would play it, and if they just make their money back off of playing it, something like that, I think they'll be fine. As long as it's not broken when it first comes out, it should be good. So, what do you think? Your third and final prediction?
I could go the easy route, which is probably more likely, or I could go different route. So you get to choose since it's your show.
You know what? Since it's the third one, give a 3A and 3B. So
okay.
Give what you think the easy route and the one you think.
The easy route would be that they're going to show more gameplay to annoy you with Ghost of Yotei.
You think it's going to be out of the 35 minutes, it's going to be 20 minutes?
No, it'll be you'll see actual gameplay, you'll see more of it. You'll see the trailer. They'll probably spend 5-6 minutes on it. But you'll see more of it so that then they don't have to show that much off of it at Tokyo Game Show.
Okay.
And then my part B one is that we're going to see what the October PlayStation Plus games lineup is going to be. And they're going to actually announce it.
But do you think it's going to be something big? Or do you think it's...
I don't. Because I don't see them bringing out something big. Possibly... Maybe something to do with, maybe Sucker Punch. Maybe bring out what's that game? Infamous. Maybe they'll do an Infamous thing to go bring out to try to promote it. But it's hard to predict on what they bring out because they bring out just some of the weird games that maybe it might be basketball or something because I know that October-ish, they like to bring out a sport game.
Yeah.
That you get, so maybe it'll be something like
They're actually going to give you NBA 2K26.
But I heard, though, one of the classic games that they're going to be bringing back is the Tomb Raider Anniversary. It's going to have another set of
that'd be interesting.
Trophies on it.
But
so it's different from the other Tomb Raider Anniversary. And so that might be one of their classic games that they'll show off. So what's your third prediction?
I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I think the
Final Fantasy
9 remake is revealed the last 5 to 10 minutes of the state of play, and they give you a release date for it.
I thought you were going to be bolder and show that 7 remake is going to actually reveal the title.
Only reason why
that's at Tokyo.
Well, because I think Tokyo Game Show, they are showing kind of promoting their stuff. I think a state of play is perfect to be able to drop something like that too. Because they dropped the Final Fantasy Tactics the last time in here. They dropped the Octopath Traveler, like things like that.
Maybe you could be right, because maybe they might show that, because we saw the leaks on the Tokyo Game Show that they're showing the remade version of Zaiden from 9.
And that's where I'm going to do my bold prediction, because I look at it, they'll probably show, as you said, Ghost of Yotei, because it comes out next week, right? Final Fantasy Tactics is already coming out on the 30th. There's not really much you can do for the final week to push the game to try to get a couple more sales.
Maybe one more trailer?
And maybe people are already have their mind
they're
pretty
already
much made up
on it,
whether or not they're going to buy it or not. So you got a week later, and then you don't really have, like, you're going to promote, maybe you'll do like your God of War side scroller.
That baby game again.
Yeah, like you're going to show a little bit of stuff here, but you got to start hyping up or get people excited for what you want for next year. And I think that's where you get hyped up, because the way that I see it, now I'm hoping, I don't think it's going to happen, but that's my bold prediction. Final Fantasy 9 is showed off. You're going to see a trailer with a little bit of gameplay, a release date for sometime next year, and then it will push us into next year to when late 2026 to early 2027 we'll finally get the remake part 3.
Do you think, though, that then if they do reveal Final Fantasy 9, then do you think Tokyo Game Show will just have like an extended trailer then and show more of it, or they'll just show the same?
I think possibly if they were to do that, Tokyo Game Show could actually let you play a demo of it. But the way that they've already released all the information, like, of what they're going to have, I don't think they're going to just drop it at the, like, they might do it on stage and reveal it and say, hey, we got, we'll show you more stuff. But I think this is a perfect time to be able to drop it.
You could be right, because
like I said, they did Tactics when they revealed it.
I say that you could be right on it is because why would they have dropped a state of play right before Tokyo Game Show? They could have just revealed the stuff at Tokyo Game Show.
They could,
instead of spending.
And PlayStation's going to be there.
35 minutes worth of things. So why would they do this here? So that means that there's something secretive that they want to be revealing, and they want to reveal it here. So, like you said, they could just focus on, like, the last 5 minutes, show off the Final Fantasy 9. Then when they go to Tokyo Game Show, they could just mention it.
They can mention it. Have to show, maybe talk about,
go to their other one.
Because I think it would be interesting too for them to be able to say, like, hey, we have a demo release for you to try it out, and that's kind of So if there is any more polishing,
so that
we got it. But I think it's more of, because like I was saying, was it in the summertime? Final Fantasy Tactics was released. It wasn't like their big one, but it was released within the middle.
They showed the game,
Neo 3 and all those.
And all that stuff like that. Yeah.
So when they dropped it, they dropped Final Fantasy Tactics, and it was big because people weren't for sure when that was coming out.
Yeah,
they heard about it, wasn't for sure.
For sure if it's the War of the Lions edition, or if it was the original edition.
But that's why I think it makes perfect sense to do it now, because you're pretty much, like, your marketing and what you push for Final Fantasy Tactics is pretty much done.
And Final Fantasy usually do good on PlayStation because that's their home.
And it's time
it's going to be multi-platform.
It's time to jump into what you need to for.
Yeah, you got to get somebody hyped for.
You got to get them hyped going into next year and saying, hey, I want Final Fantasy Tactics, but we got to go into 9. Because I think of when. Because they release a Final Fantasy every year, 1 or 2. So they got to release one last year. And I think of when 16 came out in 2023. It came out in June. And then it was in the summertime, they pushed
the DLC.
In the summertime, they talked about the DLC, and then Rebirth. So it was kind of like, that's how I see Final Fantasy 9.
Wasn't it also, though, that then they also pushed Crisis Core?
I don't think they pushed Crisis Core was sooner than that.
November.
No, that was sooner than that. But I think about what the timeline of what you had with Final Fantasy 16 into revealing Rebirth. They need, like, a big game for 9.
What if they just say the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster for PS5 re-released it with the extra trophies and all that stuff?
That'd be pretty awesome. But
yeah, no, I mean, You could be right on that one. We'll all know at 2 p.m. Pacific time.
We'll see. I'll be watching it later, or if I can, listen to it at work.
Or do the reactions later for it.
But we'll take a I figured let's see if we can when we get back. We'll give our reaction. We'll jump into it and we'll see what it looks like from then. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Had the pleasure of bringing in Dark Knight here. Definitely check out his channel, Dark Knight, the Roundtable Podcast, where we talk about gaming from gamers, truly how gaming should be done. Gaming news, culture,
what we're playing,
things like that, as well as we also got a football and wrestling podcast that we give our picks and things like that for new stuff. But I'm excited, waiting for State of Play. So appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you guys, and remember,
keep gaming.
Keep gaming. Thanks, Az.